All right, hey y'all. Hey y'all, it's the Brasovans. So Peter and I have some news to share. So this feels like a pregnancy announcement. We're not pregnant.
We're not pregnant.
We're probably never having any more children ever again, actually. But for many people, the pandemic has given a lot of time and enclosed space to evaluate a life. And I said to Peter at the beginning of the pandemic, if this is how we do our business, I'm not sure I can keep going. You as a community have been tremendous. And I think that kind of breaking point for me opened my heart and my eyes to some things that I was missing in my life and we were missing in our life. And that is being close to family.
If you don't know, Shannon's originally from Birmingham, Alabama, and my family's in northern Indiana. And while our friends and coaches and staff and everyone around us and all you members have become absolute true family to us, that longing to have our actual blood relatives closer has drawn us to a very important, difficult, but not, I don't know how to say it. It's really hard to put into words.
It's the ultimate bittersweet. We are moving to Alabama, tentatively, well, not tentatively, but this summer. Whenever I say we're moving to Alabama this summer, people are like, oh, we'll be back in the fall. I'm like, no, that's just when we're moving. But we are moving back to Alabama to be closer to family, to reprioritize our young children. And yeah, it's very bittersweet. We want to clarify a few things of why the reasons we are not moving.
Yeah, everything with the gym is phenomenal. Probably actually one of the best spots we've been in a long time, especially taking the pandemic into consideration. As you all should know by now, we have this huge announcement of the rebrand coming up here at the beginning of June. We're working on the 3902 project really diligently. So with the business, we have a lot of really exciting things coming up. So Jared and I are doing great. Him and I are not going through a divorce either. Someone asked me that. It was just a decision, and there was no perfect time. There would have never been a perfect time to figure out when to move.
Yeah, and I think for me with Practice Indy, even though the pandemic was really hard and running all virtual classes did honestly kind of wear me down, and trying to support our incredible staff through that was heavy. More so seeing that we could do it and having the incredible support of our staff and our members. I think for me, I kind of hit a completion point. And so I'm going to be staying on with Practice Indy and our new rebrand until August. And then I'll be coming in on a contract basis for different things like teacher trainings and other workshops and things. Also to clarify, this has nothing to do with the rebrand. While I do love Practice Indy and the branding, rebranding actually was kind of one of the things that gave me permission to be like, okay, like we're in such a good place, I can go do something else.
Yeah, that's a huge point, is because we are in this place, our staff has never been stronger. From our newest coach in Nate to some of our oldest coaching staff and Anna and everyone in between. We are insanely lucky to have every single coach we have right now. And the way we reorganize our business because of the pandemic has allowed us to have this opportunity. We couldn't have done this 2 years ago. We could have probably not have done this a year ago. Just the way that things have settled out for us, this opportunity is here now. And again, there's just no right time, but we couldn't have done this before with the way things were going. Our staff deserves tons of kudos and credit to what they're doing and how they're running such an amazing fitness and community-driven business.
And I'm going to be giving the majority of my role over to Brittany, which, I mean, obviously she's unbelievable, and I wouldn't feel safe giving basically my firstborn child to anybody other than Brittany, who's going to be our yoga program coordinator. And she's also, as many of you know, she's taken on the membership roles as well. So the yoga space, the yoga program is going to be in incredible hands, not just with Brittany, but all our teachers who are going to carry the torch in such a powerful and probably better way. You hit a point in every path where you've done all you can do, or you've learned as much in that direction as you can. And I really feel I have led Practice Indy as far as I can take it. And I'm really excited for this incredible group of teachers to take it to the next level.
And for me, actually, I'm going to be around a lot this summer. I do actually have an aunt who lives here, and she's going to allow me to stay with her. So I'm going to help get the family moved into Alabama. And then I'll probably be back here for a majority of the summer. We have already been looking for some key players, some key coaches to fill in some roles. And I want to make sure I'm here to bring on a couple of new staff members to help fill in some of the coaching hours. And then once that settles in a little bit, we get a couple of those positions filled. I have full intentions to be here every 3 to 5 weeks for a full week, as often as family and life will allow me. I love this work. I love all of you guys, and I love my wife, and I love my family. And in order to try to get the best of both worlds, we're going to give this a really good shot. With me kind of reverse commuting, it's going to be a really weird travel work situation, since I'll be coming home to staying in Alabama with family, but every time I come here, I'll see all of you guys who are also my extended family. So I will be here as often as I can. And when I am here, I'm going to try to coach some classes and take classes and be involved as much as I can.
I think we just want everyone to know this was one of the hardest decisions we've ever had to make. And we did not make it lightly. And I want to say thank you to every member, to every person who's ever worked at Naptown. You know, we came up with this idea with Jared in our tiny apartments in Chicago, thinking, you know, what if we were to go back to where you guys went to college and like start a CrossFit gym? There wasn't one here, what, 9 years ago?
10 years ago this year.
And, you know, this really has been our first child. It's kind of like a throuple, now quadruple child with Jared, Caitlin. And so this has been a really, really hard decision. And, you know, we just want everyone to know this is nothing to do with Naptown. If anything, that's the hardest thing. That's the hardest thing about this, is leaving this business, leaving you people, this community, Indianapolis. We love this city. We love our house. So it's not like we're 1000% joyfully going, but again, we're in the phase of life where we need to reevaluate, reprioritize our children, our marriage, our family. And so we thank you so much for helping us do that. I guess the last thing I want to say is that change is hard. You know, whether it's about the rebrand or hearing this news, I know it can feel really difficult to grasp changes that you don't have agency over, or you feel like you're losing something. And I just hope we can all embrace that life is change. And we hope this inspires more of our members to continue to live out their dreams and the whispers of their true calling. We hope this is inspiring and not defeating, because we'll be around. We love you guys.
You can always keep reaching out to us. My email is going to stay active, peter@naptownfitness.com. Well, I guess until we rebrand, and then I'll have my new email. But you can keep reaching out to us. We'll still be here. Right now, I'm coaching on Tuesday evenings, Swift classes, and subbing in a few other classes. So if you want to come take a class, I'm coaching 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock Tuesday evenings, Swift. And Shannon's still teaching a lot of her yoga classes, predominantly on Saturday mornings and throughout the week as well.
So don't be strangers. If you have other questions, please reach out to us. We are open books about this, transparent. There's nothing lurking in the closets. It's just time to pivot in our lives with our young children. And thank you for so many special years. Thank you for letting us sweat with you and goal set with you and breathe with you and learn how to be our healthiest versions. And we just love you all so much.
Thank you, everybody. We'll see you soon.